Yeah, come on!
Welcome to the Yeah Come On Show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on, and yeah, come on, snow. I'm hoping for it. Here's what we didn't give the kids at Christmas. We totally forgot because Amanda buys things when she sees them on sale. My wife. And I'm like, aren't you got a good deal on these sleds that we borrowed last ice storm? They're ones that have handles, they're kind of foam, and you lay on them, and they'll haul ass on like an inch of ice or snow.
Oh, yeah, like the bowls?
No,
not those.
they're lighter than that. They're long, and then they have the handles on it. So two people can ride it, and it's foam about that thick, but it's kind of that foam. It's harder foam. And it just slides. Like if I push it, it'll just haul by
You
itself.
don't have to be in a lot of snow.
No.
Just a little bit, it'll go.
Yeah, I
'cause
don't
remember,
even...
like the old-fashioned sleds,
Right.
you had to be in a lot of snow. Like they never worked for me because we didn't get a lot of snow growing up.
No, not enough. See, that is old-fashioned. Are those rails?
Yeah.
Or what you're talking about, the bigger bowl, those only work with deep snow.
Yeah.
The ones I'm talking about, you get an inch, 2 inches, you're rocking. That's all you need. So it's shallow snow sledding. So it means when you fall off of it, you're kind of hitting the ground and it hurts.
And that's normally what we get here. And I'm already hearing everyone panicking. There's a lot of snow coming to Atlanta this weekend or North Georgia this weekend. Is this true? I don't ever want. I call it fake weather. Your fake weather because we never really get the big snow.
Well, funny you say that, Jeff, because one thing you may or may not know about me is I've always loved the meteorology. and I love talking about weather my entire radio career. And anytime I can do it, I'm fascinated by it. I just like the presentation. I'm all fluff, no science.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm hearing, and this is good for all of us, it's going to happen this weekend. Now, the question is, there is a U.S. like meteorology,
the U.S. model and then the European model. Why aren't all meteorologists on the same page? Why are there two different models?
The Europeans want to be heard. They do. So the European model shows quicker, more snow, ice, possibly a little sleet. So the South got the snow last weekend.
Yeah.
Now, and it was wild. I mean, down in Macon, down in Monroe and places like that, they had an inch. And then Destin got hit with snow. This time, they're going to get what they deserve, which is not much. North Side's going to get hit. Woo! North Side, Steve. But no, here's the deal. 8 to 9 inches is possible above
in North Georgia.
The line. North Georgia down, hitting Cherokee, Canton, Woodstock, where you live, Milton, Alpharetta, where I'm at. That is the line of 6, 7, 8 inches of accumulation starting what most people have agreed upon. European weather forecasters are saying Saturday afternoon. And the U.S. is saying a little earlier, like Saturday morning, accumulation will start. Now, I'm looking at a busy weekend. I don't know about you. What do you got to do? Have sex and drink?
Well, I kind of need to figure out where do I want to get snowed in. Now, I can be at my place and be snowed in, or my girlfriend lives in Midtown.
So, I would get her up here for more snow.
Yeah, but there's nothing to do. That way, you can't walk.
Y'all can go build a snowman.
You can't walk anywhere, at least in Atlanta, downtown, and Midtown. Places will be open. We can walk to the store or walk to a bar or something.
I would say for you, who doesn't want to build a snowman, who doesn't have young kids anymore, and you don't look like you want a sled,
no.
You need to be downtown, walk to some coffee shops, enjoy some daytime sex, and have the fake fire on your TV, because where she lives, she probably doesn't have a fireplace. And enjoy the adult version, which is, you're right, putting on a nice parka, for her, maybe you in a nice like sailor long jacket, collar flipped up, wearing your dark jeans and your dark shoes, hand in pocket, her arm around you, and you're walking to the uppity little, coffee shops and maybe a restaurant or a bar to have some beer. That's your thing.
Yeah, something will be open in town, whereas in Woodstock, it would take you, it's 5 miles just to get to the nearest gas station.
Now,
I don't want to do that.
I'm going to put on my old ski wear from probably circa 2007 when I was a double black diamond fiend, and now I've been beached because my wife likes beach vacations. So I'll pull out some of my old gear, put it on. The kids have got some new gear. We all got the proper shoe wear. And what happens is you go out early, it's wet, it's not ready yet, and then you come in, those clothes get thrown in the dryer, you eat something, then you're back out. I will not get to rest. I will be constantly outside. We've got 2 new sleds that we forgot to give them at Christmas. We'll give those to them, and I will have a day of that. And I live on a golf course. I'm on a hilly hole 16 at a golf course. And then when you come down the hill, it's perfect. So all I got to do is walk out my backyard down my trail to where I have a viewing area of the green to watch people play, which I really haven't enjoyed that yet. I think that's for retirement, you know, I guess. But we walk out and we're there. So I'm in a good place. In the last big snowstorm, I lived downtown in Buckhead, and we lived off Bobby Jones Golf Course. I was on 17. We walked on the golf course there too. So I've been lucky. When it hits, I'm on golf courses.
That's good.
Good sledding.
But I still think it's only, today's Tuesday. I'm predicting the weather that far in advance, that precise. I'm always skeptical of.
I know you're
And the
skeptical.
news is making such a big deal. They're already telling you to go out and get the milk and eggs. Because everybody wants French toast, I guess, during when it snows.
It's a fun item. It's a fun thing to eat, but don't clean it out. Just realize it's only going to last by Sunday night. Temperature's up. It's melting.
Then it's going to be warm next Monday.
Yeah. Right? Monday, you'll be in shorts. I'm in shorts today, and it's 28 degrees. I can tell you that I have baseball tryouts. I have basketball games this weekend. I have to get my hair colored. And it's all precise, like where I've got to be and what I've got to do.
And that snow could throw all that off.
And everything gets pushed back a week, which makes my life a living hell. Let's talk about people that life isn't a living hell. Can you imagine being born not with a silver spoon in your mouth, like my wife? I was born with a toothpick, but a silver shovel. That kind of money. We'll talk about that now. Yeah, there's a list of people that were born, Jeff, filthy rich, that basically were like, okay, life's going to be pretty damn easy.
So they can choose a career in show business without any, worry, because they got a safety net.
Yeah, safety nets are great. You can be an artiste. You can go to college and change majors. You can travel abroad. You can study abroad. You can figure it out. As long as you figure it out by 27, 28, but you're still driving vehicles and dressing like a millionaire based on your family's wealth. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Scarlett Johansson, born into a lot of money.
I did not know that.
Did not know that. So, she's good. She had time to figure it out, get into acting school, do what she did. But just know, didn't matter what she got paid. She's not griping because she's got money. Angelina Jolie.
Well,
she's
we
number
know
9 on the list.
Yeah, this is kind of like born rich / nepo babies. She's kind of a nepo.
Oh, you're going to have to explain to me what's a nepo baby.
Nepotism. So she's her dad is John Voight.
Yeah,
already in the business. That's how most of these people in show business get into it. Is they're related to somebody in the business.
Yes,
some way, or even if their names are different, like Angelina Jolie. A lot of times they change their name, they hide it. This is what I like about Stanley Simmons, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley's kids.
Yeah, their parents were in it.
And they're not hiding their name.
No, they own it.
They own it. They own it, and they're good.
They're not pulling a Sheen. Yeah. Be an Estevez.
Right.
Quit being scared.
Or Jolie. So anyway, Angelina Jolie, yeah, so her dad. Yeah.
John Voight, she was born into money.
How much? I mean, I don't know how much money he's worth, but he's not like filthy rich if he's just being all the movies he's done.
I think if we
check
check it, maybe Voight was raised rich and there was some older money along with his acting money, which made it pretty easy for her and her brother. Ed Norton comes in at number 8, and guess what? Ed's parents not a nepo baby. No. His parents made their money in real estate.
Okay.
Beyonce. This one is messed up. It's like they got to squeeze her in because they're like, well, her dad's Matt Knowles. I get it. Okay. Actor kind of guy or musician or whatever he is. He's somebody. I don't even know.
Before Beyonce?
Yes.
Okay.
But now they say she's also wealthy because her mother's wealthy. Her mother manages her career.
Well, that means Beyonce made her wealthy.
Thank you. Paris Hilton. We all know that one.
Yeah.
It's not her father. It's her grandfather that started the Hilton franchise.
Conrad Hilton. Anyone named Conrad?
God, Conrad's a great name. Had I been named Conrad, I know I'd be worth more than I am now. There's just too many Steves. And a lot of people think that Steve's a gay name. Who knew? Tinsley, Mortimer. What do I know?
Mortimer.
Mortimer.
You're thinking of that was one of the old guys in Trading Places. Mortimer.
Oh God,
Mortimer was one of the old guys
with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Yes, one of the rich guys. She's just a reality TV star. Why? Because her parents have money. Then we get to Lily Collins. Do you know who Lily Collins? She's an actress. Mm-mm. Her father, Phil Collins.
Okay. Well, again, already has a leg up getting into show business because Phil Collins is so big
and so loved. Yeah. I mean, Ivanka Trump. Ivanka.
Well, yeah, we all know that one.
Do I really need to get into that money? Justin Bieber. I met Justin Bieber. He came to Cumulus, to our radio station. He was not on our show. He was on the Burt Show, Q100. And obviously, we're sitting there, Rock 100.5, and we go in, and he's playing an acoustic concert, flicking his hair, and he's 14 years old.
He played guitar?
Oh, yeah. He was playing guitar. And he's sitting there, and the girls his age are losing their minds. Then I started watching. The moms were losing their minds. They're like, he'll be 19 soon. Hi, my daughter's goofy and not near as attractive as I am, and I'm in a struggling marriage. Call me. I really thought I saw women hitting on him, but Justin Bieber's family had money, which is why he was allowed to figure it out. She probably coached him, had great people, songwriters work with him. There's something here. He looks the part. And then
I always heard the fantasy that he was discovered on YouTube by Usher, and then that's how he got into the business.
That's true.
But I don't know. There was some money behind it.
Well, it looks like there was money behind it, and then the discovery was real. But money can get you discovered. A lot of times. Olsen twins, they come in number 2. Those girls, their parents made good money. They were marketed. And then there's the older sister, or is she the younger sister? I think she's a little younger. She acts on her own. She's been in some great movies.
Twins.
No, there's twins, and then there's another girl, another Olsen. And she's got into acting because what her sisters did. The weird thing is the sisters do it. They do it at a young age, market everything. Now they don't want to be seen. They don't want to be on camera. Mm-hmm. They're just but they have got business after business, probably the most successful twins ever. And then the richest of all, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. You know her from comedy, of course, and to me, Seinfeld, number 1.
Yeah. I've followed her since she was on SNL. She was on SNL for a couple of years in the 84, 85.
Okay.
Maybe 83, 85.
Well, it looks like money.
Yeah, but I didn't know that until way later on that her dad's like a billionaire.
Oh, he is. He is a 3.5 billionaire. The guy makes money. He has something to do with French massive furniture or something like that. But either way, she's one that could go to the schools, learn the art of acting, and had time to fail to make it. Deservedly so. She's funny.
Yeah.
But again, what a cushion. And that's Steve MZ. I don't know where you're going to go because I see so much. I'm just going to throw up a couple of topics of what I think.
Before we do that, we have a sponsor.
Oh, we do. Yeah, I got to get in the sponsors, but I'm just so excited about the news because I've been riveted to the news. First off, we are talking to you from the Exit Wealth Studios. And also, you have to realize if this wasn't unedited, I would surely edit this crap out because I lost my chain there. I did. My train.
Your train of thought.
Yeah.
It's because I was trying to get in the sponsor.
You were. Gosh, and I know. Hit the sound effect. This is my cue. That's what I'm supposed to do, the sponsor. So right now, this is brought to you by Smalls Sliders, coming to Marietta first, and then coming to all over Georgia with 50 locations. Great tasting small burgers, fantastic food, drive-through mainly, 95%. They're just small little locations. They're small like their burgers, and they taste great. You're going to love Small Sliders. Also, David Markwell. And I don't know where you're going in politictainment, but mentally ill people exist. Some people took over a Target. Why? Because they let ICE go to the bathroom there. So they took it over. There's some mentally ill people. There's a way to go about it. voting is what I always thought you did if you didn't like the way things were going. I didn't think you were allowed to stand in the road, hit people, throw things at people, and then get upset when something bad happens to you. Sorry, went too far. But bring that up with David Markwell of Markwell Therapy. This guy can help you. He's great on marriage counseling of any kind, and he's got literally 18 people, I think, working for him, and they're under the header of Ridgeline Counseling. But I want you to go to David Markwell. Markwell Therapy will put you with the right person if you need help. And from the Exit Wealth Studios, I serve up polydictainment.
Polydictainment.
So still all more and more talk about Greenland. In fact, House Speaker Mike Johnson is going to be addressing the British Parliament, which doesn't happen that often, to try to ease the tensions with the European Union.
Is the European Union against this? Is NATO against this? Because
Yes.
I feel like NATO is for it, because I learned a lot. Basically, Greenland is 2,000 miles away from Russia and 2,000 miles away from Washington, D.C. So that being said, they're in the middle. Also, I did not know that Russia has nuclear icebreakers, and that they move in and through the area better. We are not at that technology level yet as far as that is concerned. And this is a spot that President Trump feels like we need to hold on to, that we need to have a base in that hemisphere. And it showed where all the bases are and where ours are. And basically, it shows that they could have a first strike on us. And it's the only way to make everybody play nice.
Well, that's kind of Trump's pitch, is this is going to be good for the U.S. and good for the world. Because Greenland they can't really defend themselves if Russia were to, try to do something or get.
Can a country exist and not be able to defend itself? And I'm just saying, I understand where Greenland's like, I don't want the U.S. in there, and a part of me understands that.
Well, it looks like they were trying to get independence from Denmark. They're a Denmark territory. They're looking to be on their own, and they certainly cannot be on their own. So that's why Trump's like, hey, we need this. We need to be able to defend our hemisphere, which in turn is going to help, the world, the world stage.
That's what he's saying.
That's what he's pitching.
He's saying this is the gold dome for the future of our children and our children's children.
That's exactly right. So he's going to be talking in Davos, Switzerland, to the big World Economic Forum to kind of do this. And then in the meantime, he's doing his old trick of tariffs as a bargaining chip.
And now, from what I hear, the Supreme Court has the case on tariffs, on what he's doing. Will he be allowed to continue to do it? The Supreme Court has that case right now. We could get an answer any minute, any hour.
Yeah, that's going to be a big change. But again, he's using it as a bargaining chip, just like he did with China, and it's still to be determined.
All right. Well, we understand a little bit more. I mean, if they're trying to break away, so they have an issue with Denmark, I take it, of some kind. They want to get away from Denmark.
Well, I guess, but they don't want to be a U.S. territory.
What do they want to be?
I don't know what I don't think.
Do they want Russian?
They can't be
Chinese.
Here's
the thing. Yeah, you got to look at it and say, who are we more cool with taking us over? Because it's probably what's going to happen.
Well, that's why Trump is saying it's got to be us.
Guess what?
He's almost saying it's a non-negotiable.
Yeah, the U.S. plays fair. So if our Supreme Court says, no, we don't do it, guess who doesn't play fair? China and Russia. Right. Their head dude makes all the decisions.
Okay. We got sports now. Why don't you do a sponsor, and I'll get
him
Skipper
on the phone. Skipper. We're calling Skipper right now, who is hard at work at Regal Nissan. He is the service manager. So when you go into Regal Nissan with your Nissan or an Infiniti, ask for Skipper. The cool thing is it's right there at Holcomb Bridge in Georgia 400. And when you pull on the lot, you just go up to the doors, whether you have an appointment or not. It's probably best to get an appointment. Sometimes I just pull up and the bays go, phew, they just pop up. You ride over them. It's really cool. And instantly they have your alignment, your tire pressure, and diagnostics done. And then you drive up and somebody comes out to help you. Also, I want to thank, in saying that, Exit Stage Left Advisors. If you've got a small business out there and you're wondering where the world's going, are we going to get Greenland or not? Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Oh, gosh, I wish I could concentrate on these things. I got to quit working. I got to sell my business. ExitStageLeftAdvisors.com. On the line with us now for sports, brought to you by Regal Nissan Service, it's Skipper.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Good. Skipper, how are you doing? How is service going? I was telling and bragging about your bay doors, how when you pull up, they're like Star Trek. They go,
Oh yeah,
and they make that noise.
just fly up, man.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, they do.
I've seen him. I've seen him.
Jeff's watched me go in because I've got 2 Nissans, and then I told him when you ride over those little bumps, instantly, what do you get? Alignment and tire pressure.
Alignment and tire tread.
Tire tread. Oh boy, I'm starting to fail. I looked at my truck.
Would they get diagnosed just from driving in, pulling in?
Yeah,
yeah.
See, had you, Jeff, gone to a better service center with yours, they would have known your tires were bald. You didn't know it until you figured it out in this damn parking lot.
Right.
Literally, Skipper, metal showing on the inside of Jeff's tires.
Well, that's not good.
No.
Well, they're differentials, so I didn't realize what a pain in the ass differentials are, and expensive.
Welcome to the sports car world. All right, welcome to sports. Let's start first with the most recent. Last night, for those of you that weren't watching, the NFL wasn't on, but boy, college football was. And what did you see and what did you think of that game? Because I'm sure you watched it.
Oh yeah, it was a great game. Indiana played really hard. Kurt Sivegi has done an amazing job in Indiana, being able to take them in 2 years from one of the worst programs to winning a championship and going undefeated. Never seen anything like it. It's crazy. They did an amazing job. The Heisman winner making that amazing play on 4th down, running it in himself for a touchdown. And then Carson Beck throwing that interception to pretty much end their season. As a Georgia fan, it kind of felt a little sweet after all the crap he's talked.
Yeah, he has talked a lot of crap, and when you talk crap and you do something bad happens. Yeah, Jeff.
Oh, I was going to ask Skipper, did you see anybody in the crowd of note that they may have shown on TV?
This is what Jeff got out of the game. Jeff does not talk about, the Hoosiers won. They won the first time ever a national championship undefeated, and the Heisman guy runs a ball in. Wow. No, he noticed. Tell him.
Do you see anybody, Skipper?
I mean, I'm not aware of anyone other than just normal people.
No, there wasn't a normal person. There's a person in there that was quite hot and gets paid to interact.
Yeah, Abella Danger, a very famous porn star, is a huge Miami fan, apparently. And she was in the audience, and at some point, the producer, the network showed her, whatever. And
How
the crowd,
do they know?
They know. Oh, she's like one of the top. She's very well known.
But still,
in the porn
unless
industry.
you look at porn, you don't know.
Yeah.
I would not know. I'll say she's attractive. Even I don't look. I don't know the higher ups on the porn industry.
Well, I know too much, so that's a whole different thing. I'm just wondering if Skipper knew.
Skipper?
No, not me. Jeff, you made me get to talk to someone about that, man.
Well, I'm also single, so I'm able to express that. Some married men probably can't express that they noticed who that was.
Yeah,
on
for
the
me
screen.
to get away with looking at porn, the wife has to be gone with both children. I have to go around the house, make sure no cameras are on, go to the bathroom downstairs, close the door, put on the fan, and then, I watch.
Yeah.
I just watch. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad that Skipper, do not drop to this level because you're the service manager at Regal Nissan and you have a small child. So let's get on to Falcons. That was a great night last night for college football. I think it did a shot in the arm, and I think the playoff system's getting better for those guys, and I thought it was one hell of a game, and I think the outcome was what it should have been, and I think you agree.
Oh, yeah. I think Indiana deserved that. They're a great team. I don't know if I put them up there with like the LSU Joe Burrow team, but they were a great team.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm too NFL to say. So based on NFL, let's talk Atlanta Falcons. President of football is making some moves. He's making moves. I heard several coaches in the mix. The one he chose, I didn't see that on my radar. He comes from the Browns, and that's usually funky to me. What do you think?
Well, I mean, if you listen to when I talked to you, I think it was last week. That was one of the names I gave you.
I know, but I still didn't register. It was one of the names you gave me. You gave me 4 names, and he was one of them. The one you didn't like, and you were right, was the Ravens because he's too expensive.
Yeah, he $100 million contract for John Harbaugh. I mean,
can you believe
that's overpay?
$100 million.
I should have been a coach.
He's going to go get that at the in New York for the Giants. Unbelievable deal. And he's taking a couple coaches with him that are getting paid. It's an overall deal. So what do we have? I don't even know what we have. Stefanski.
Yeah, so Stefanski. Yes, Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski. He's a Really smart guy. He runs that kind of West Coast offense, outside zone on the run, a lot of quick passes. He's really good with quarterbacks. He was a quarterbacks coach for Kirk Cousins, actually, from Minnesota, and then became the OC before he got the head coaching job in Cleveland. So there's that connection. He knows what he's doing. He's a fundamentals guy, really big on, hey, make sure everybody's doing the right thing, not having penalties. Everyone's in the position they're supposed to be. So coming from what we had with Raheem last year, where there was definitely minimal mistakes, the hope is that Kevin gets everybody on track so we're not having those mistakes mid-game.
All right. Well, then what I will say is a common man. That's a good thing. He is a offensive guy. He likes the West Coast, and he likes the quick passes. That really works for a guy like Pitts that hasn't been getting the ball, that can block and come across, do a cross pattern. And then Robinson, I think it's going to be great for Dijon Robinson too. The guy's inheriting probably the best running back in football right now, most healthy running back that's got abilities. So I think offensively we're strong. So maybe it was a great call, and I look forward to it. The one thing that you hinted there, because we don't know, I saw him in the broadcast booth for the first time. Kirk Cousins is a good broadcaster, and
smart guy, man.
Smart guy. He could do that. But with the relationship, is there an option for him to start and really keep playing until we feel like Penix, that they're calling a franchise quarterback, at least the owner is, gets up to speed based on their relationship?
I think there's a chance. There's some contract stuff you'd have to probably cut him and re-sign him to make it work.
You would have to.
But it's really going to be up to Kurt. Yeah.
Kurt's got to want to do it.
It's going to be up to Kurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the question is, does he want to stay here knowing that Penix is the future, or does he want to go to a team that he thinks he could be the guy for a couple years?
Ooh, that's a tough one. He's gotten a little bit older, but boy, he's going to rely on a broadcasting career when it's all over. That is sports, the Yeah Come On Sports with Skipper, sales manager, Regal Nissan. He's there today. How's your Nissan running?
Yeah, come on.
Thanks, Skipper. Go do good things, brother.
All right, y'all have a great day, guys.
All right, man. Thank you. And this part of our show, Track 13, is brought to you by Camp Right RV. Camp Right, RITE RV. These guys are about to have a huge sale and a huge demo. If you're looking for a fifth wheel or a bumper trailer, this is the place to go. These things are 40 feet to 10 feet. They're 150 grand to 20 grand, and they work with you on the pricing and the financing. And I'm the face of Camp Right RV. I love RVs, man. I don't know about you, but I could actually live in one. The fact that if I had a good sturdy truck on a fifth wheel, I got to have a 40-footer if I'm going to live in it, because they have these living rooms. They have the big bathroom. Everything I walked in, are you ready for this? Some of them have 7-foot ceilings, but everything was 6'5" to 6'6". I was literally head up. I got into the bathroom and the shower. I could stand.
You stand up straight, no ducking.
My brother's RVs, it depends on which ones you buy or what you get or what you're looking for. They're shorter guys. They're 5'11". It sucks when I get one of theirs. There's only a few places I can stand upright. So Camp Right RV, and now we lead into Track 13, which Jeff and I started this 2.5 years ago. And we just look at radio since we both 30 years. Jeff, you're 20. Jeff played more music than I did because you were a DJ and I was a morning guy.
Well, when we talk about playing music as the DJ, you're not playing it. It's all programmed from some corporate office, at least in corporate radio.
But back in the day, I did spin on 96 Rock. I spent albums and I put CDs in.
So, and you got to pick some of the actual music. So you was one of the last DJs to be able to do that, particularly at 96 Rock.
Yeah, that would have been circa 94, 95 was when all that ended. And then we got digital.
And then it was all programmed by, whoever.
And then if you played a song you weren't supposed to, they could go back on the readout and see what you did. And you're like, I had a weak moment.
And those are the songs we play for Track 13, the deep cuts, the stuff that you don't hear anymore. So it's your choice today.
Yes.
We haven't talked about it. So usually I like to do things that kind of come up in the show by the end of it, because the Doc of Rock can come up with something, right away.
Tell those listening to you for the first time where the hell Doc of Rock came from.
I actually swiped it from Private Parts.
Oh.
One in the scene where Howard goes to Detroit. He goes in and he's starting the morning show, and the overnight DJ is there.
Right.
And he's like a burnt out classic rock guy. And he called himself the Doc of Rock. I don't know if it was a real guy or not, but I thought it was funny. And then
you're stuck.
Because I'm the music knowledge guy of the Yeah Come On show, I just call myself the Doc of Rock.
No, 100%.
Because that's the thing with Track 13. We like to give little facts about the song, the producers, writers, artists, whatever.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to go with, because right now we need to just take a step back, maybe 3, and find ourselves. Right now things are too divisive, too crazy. I'll tell you where I'm not traveling, Minnesota. But I think there's a band that blew me away. I found it in 94. I didn't know about it. I found it in the studio, because what happens when you're in there, you're bored. You're there for 8 hours. So whenever I had time, I'd just pluck CDs and just toss them in, play them in queue, because if it's up, it goes out over the air. So you play them in queue, and I discovered a band called Little America.
Oh, I remember this. We played this a couple of years ago on our radio show,
and
I didn't know. I had never heard of it.
You'd never heard of it. It is time to do this for this audience.
Okay.
This song is going to stick in your head. It's a little slower, but it picks up. But it is super. I mean, it's going to sound goofy. It's super cool. It really is.
What's the name of the song?
I Walk on Fire for You.
Okay. All right,
I Walk on Fire for You by Little America. Get ready for a song you've never heard and that you're going to love and will stick with you the rest of your life.